Uh-oh. It looks like Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker's ex-wife, Shanna Moakler, are in a cold war again. Kourtney's hitting back hard this time though, and in this video, we're covering all the juicy drama happening between the two, from them swiping at each other left and right to being extremely bitter and jealous. So stick around, cause if nothing else, it's sure to entertain you. Shanna recently shared her thoughts on Travis's red-hot romance with Kourtney, and let's just say it was not pretty. She said she has nothing positive to say about the two. In fact, she didn't hold back at all on the Misunderstood with Rachel Uchitel podcast and said some pretty spiteful things about their relationship. She straight up called it so effing weird. Yikes. Shanna's bitter and Kourtney isn't having any of it. In response to Moakler calling her marriage weird, Kourtney decided to respond with a bit of shade of her own. She took to her IG stories to write, "I promise the negativity and hate will not make you feel happier." And it looks like Kourt's suggesting that Moakler's comments are entirely rooted in negativity. You've got to love how she's chose to throw shade back at Moakler in such a subtle way. While it may not be a direct response to Moakler's comments, it's clear that Kourt is not taking her hateful comments lying down. She also addressed all the criticism, hate, and negativity that she's been witnessing recently. Her IG post began with a Bible verse about giving to the needy, and she followed it up with a message of spreading positivity and love. She urged everyone to do better, not only for the world, but also for themselves, their children, and their loved ones. She also expressed how she's starting to feel like every little action she takes is criticized. But Kourtney kind of took the high road and encouraged her followers to imagine the good they could do with all that energy instead. She then closed her message by saying that these were her thoughts for the day. Shanna, on the other hand, did admit that she may have some negative feelings towards Barker and Kourt's relationship because of the way she was treated by the media when they first got together. She claimed that she was so bullied and so unfairly treated that it left a bad taste in her mouth. She also revealed that she felt like she couldn't make any statement without being labeled as bitter and jealous. In fact, Moakler has been having a difficult time with the attention surrounding Barker and Kardashian's relationship. It's clear that the constant scrutiny from the media has taken a toll on her, but she just wants to prioritize the well-being of her kids. In the podcast, Shanna made it clear that despite her negative opinion of Kourtney and Travis's relationship, she ultimately doesn't let it affect her own life. According to her, what's most important is that Travis and Kourtney treat their children well, and she wished them the best despite her misgivings. Now, she did wish the couple well, but she still went on to add that she finds the whole thing pretty weird. She also acknowledged that her opinion doesn't really matter, but she couldn't help but say that she finds the whole thing hard to wrap her head around. Now, before you start thinking she's probably just jealous, hear her out. Shanna explained that since their divorce, she and Travis have gone their separate ways and built different lives. She stated that their marriage ended over 10 years ago, and since then, they have both moved on with their lives, with no communication or contact except for their shared parenting responsibilities. Their youngest child, Alabama Barker, will be turning 18 soon, which means they won't have to see each other at all once that happens. Apparently, she's really eager for that day to come because she finally won't have to deal with Travis anymore. It's also worth noting that despite her excitement for that day, Shanna has been pretty vocal about her positive relationship with her ex-husband in the past. They have both even appeared together on the reality TV show Meet the Barkers, which showcased their lives as a family. Having said that, this isn't the first time that Shanna has made negative comments about Kourt. In fact, there's a whole history here. Earlier this week, Shanna criticized Kourtney's relationship with her children after the couple's Till Death Do Us Part marriage premiered on Hulu. In the wedding special episode, Travis's 19-year-old son with Shanna Moakler, Landon Barker, got on stage and delivered a sweet wedding speech to his father and Kourtney. Landon spoke about how Kourtney has been like a mother to him and has always had his back. And he went on to praise her for being a positive influence in his life and for teaching him valuable morals. But guess what? Shanna's fans were not happy with Landon's speech at Travis and Kourtney's wedding. And one person commented on Shanna's Instagram page saying that she deserved a big apology. The fan misquoted Landon, which seems to reference Kourtney when he said, "You have filled the empty spot in my heart," instead of saying, "Kourtney has filled a void for me." Shanna jumped in and replied to a comment on one of her posts that noted how Kourtney claims she's now a mom of 6. Shanna liked the comment and replied, seemingly throwing shade at Kourtney by saying, "She posts more of my kids than her own, lol." when another fan tried to defend Kourt, saying that Shanna should be grateful that someone else is caring for your kids the way you do. Shanna responded bitterly, saying that the situation is much more complicated than what people assume from Instagram and that she didn't have any time for it. Now for context, Kourtney shares 3 children with her ex-partner Scott Disick, and after tying the knot with Travis Barker, she became a stepmom to Alabama and Landon. As for Shanna's problem with Kourtney sharing less of her own kids and more of hers, it's honestly understandable that she shares more pictures and videos of her stepkids as they're teenagers with their own social media accounts. Fans on Reddit have pointed this out, noting that it's not necessarily favoritism towards her stepkids, but rather a reflection of their age and social media use. Kourtney's been pretty vocal in the past about setting boundaries on what she shares about her own 3 children on social media. Her eldest son, Mason, doesn't have a public social media presence and has made it clear that he wants to stay out of the spotlight. She's also been open about not posting as much about her other 2 children, Penelope and Rain. She's mentioned how she doesn't like to post too much about her children on social media and has even received comments from people speculating that she's not with her kids enough. However, Kourtney said that she doesn't like to share too much of her kids' lives online and that they themselves don't always enjoy being on social media either. Having said that, despite Shanna's mean comments about Kourtney, it seems that her daughter Alabama has nothing but kind words for her stepmom, and that says a lot. Alabama took to her Instagram stories to post a heartwarming tribute to Kourtney on her 44th birthday, calling her the best stepmom and highlighting her caring and generous nature towards others, her family values, and her hard work as a mom. She even went as far as to say that Kourtney has a beautiful aura and she wouldn't want any other stepmom. Travis also showed his love and admiration for Kourtney on her birthday by sharing a slideshow of pictures and writing a sweet message calling her his soulmate. Now let's come back to Shanna throwing shade on Kourt, because apparently there's more of it. Shanna raised some eyebrows on social media back when Travis and Kourt first started dating. It was reported that she liked a comment insinuating that Travis was downgrading by dating Kourtney. Although the comment has since been deleted, Shanna's response to reporters' question was not exactly a denial. She said she likes comments all the time and didn't even remember which comment they were talking about. Maybe she was just too busy scrolling and double tapping to pay attention to what she was liking. Emphasis on the maybe though. Shanna didn't stop at the comment liking incident though. A few days later, she shared a meme on her Instagram story that could be seen as a subtle dig at Kourtney and Travis. The meme read, "Stop complaining about your life. There are people out there dating your ex," with a winking and laughing emoji. This time, Kourtney seemed to hit back at Shanna by reposting a Poosh article called "How to Break the Habit of Stalking Your Ex on Social Media" on her Instagram stories with a caption that said, "Stop stalking your ex." While many people thought this was aimed at Shanna, Kourtney didn't directly comment on it. But it's all bad blood. That's a wrap for this video. Do you think it's immature of Shanna to keep scrutinizing Kourtney and Travis's relationship like this? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.